Okay, here we go. This is the Specta Mini, the very first flight. We'll see how she goes. It's almost St. Patrick's Day, so there's your four-leaf clovers for you guys. Let's see if we can get taken off here. There we are. Lift off. This is the first flight of the Specta Mini. It's a DJI Mini 4K or a Mini 2 clone. Just picked this one up, and it looks like it's flying very well. I'm flying with, I don't know, I'm going to fly into the wind first. We're not going to go very high here. We're just going to go out for a short flight, see how she handles in the wind. Wind was blowing pretty good, about 15 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 20. So we'll see how she handles, see how the video is. Looks like the horizon doesn't have a whole lot of DJI tilt. This Mini, Specta Mini is like I said, it's a DJI clone. It is, from what I understand, it is licensed out from DJI. Cogita, I believe, is a manufacturing facility that makes them on their production line. And I think DJI has licensed their product out to be made by them under the Specta brand. And it basically is identical. You can use the battery. The batteries fit in there, but you cannot fly with the Mini 2 batteries or the Mini 4K batteries. They'll fit in there, but it will not allow you to take off. But you can charge those batteries with the DJI Mini hub charger. So they've done that, I think, just to make sure that if this DJI ban goes through, they still have a foot inside the U.S. There's the tilt, a little bit of tilt there, but not too awful bad. About the same as DJI. They've also got, now this is their sub 250 gram drone, 250 gram drone. They also have an Air, same thing as an Air 3. It's called the Specta Air. It's the exact copy of an Air 3, not the Air 3S, but the Air 3. And it's about $400 cheaper than the Air 3S. And I have not flown it yet, but I probably will. This Specta Mini, she has fairly decent range, about the same range as the Mini 4K. I think she's got a little less range than my Mini 2 does. She seems to fly very well. I'll tell you, one of the problems you're going to have right now is trying to get batteries for this thing. It comes with one battery. You can't get it with multiple batteries. You don't have a fly more combo or anything. And you can't get extra batteries. They're always out. I've been trying to get extra batteries for more than a month now, and you just can't get them. They're out at the manufacturing facility. They're unavailable on places like Amazon. They don't know when they're going to get them back in, if ever. So be aware that if you buy one of these, unless you're very, very lucky to have an extra battery, one of the people that ordered early when they first came out, they all got extra batteries. But now, if you order it now, getting an extra spare battery for it is really, really hard. The controller looks just like the DJI Mini 2 controller, or the 4K controller, Mini 4K. You got to use your phone on it. There is no controller with a built-in screen, and it will not work with the DJI controllers. So you will need the Specta controller, which is identical to the DJI, and you will need the Specta battery to fly. So other than that, you can see from the video, it looks pretty good. Went out a little ways. We're going to shade, there's a cemetery right there. We're going to shade it to the right, I think. This is shooting in 4K, 30 frames a second. And there are no filters on this one. I don't even know if you can put one on that. I'll have to look. But she does all right. I mean, I was real pleased with the handling in the wind. It handled real well. I did not do any or very many of the automated flight controls. Those are just for, to me, for, I don't know, for laughs or whatever you want to call it. I can do everything they can do by hand, so I don't even fool with them. But it's got some of the same ones that the Mini 4K has. Maybe less, though. I don't think it has as many. But as you can see, I'm coming back now to its takeoff spot. The video looks great, and it handles real well. It's stable in the wind. They're going to sell a bunch of these because they're cheaper than the DJI Mini 4K. I think it goes around $299, $300. And this one is $269 on Amazon, or you can catch it on a flash deal for $219 with one battery only, though. So if you're happy with one battery and flight time is comparable to the Mini 4K, maybe a little bit less, but I mean, it's just an identical thing. You can tell it's a DJI product. Just a few small, tiny changes in it, like I said, in the batteries and in the controller that you can't cross-breed them, so to speak. Anyway, short flight, like I said. Video looks good to me, guys. Handles good in the wind. I mean, this, for getting into it, getting the first drone, I would not hesitate to recommend this one at all. The only problem I have is not being able to get more than one battery. So when you get to see, there's a little bit of tilt in the horizon, but not much. I had a pretty good crosswind and from the rear coming, so I expect that. If you can get by with just one battery, and having to go back and charge it and takes quite a while to charge it, then you're fine. This thing is gangbusters for people that don't want to spend a lot of money and just get into the hobby. But, if you want to go where you can fly to your heart's content, the Mini 4K is probably the way to go, or I prefer the Mini 2 myself. But this drone does everything that it's advertised to do. Very easy to fly, pretty good picture quality, and doesn't cost an arm and a leg. So there you go. Let's hope that Kajita gets the hint from all the cells they've had being sold out and decides that they're going to make some more batteries for these things. I'd sure like to have a spare for this. The Specta Air, is out now too, and I think it's $9.99 for that drone, and it is identical to the Air 3. Not the Air 3S, but the Air 3. And you can get batteries for it. Batteries are more expensive. The ones I looked at were more expensive than the DJI batteries, DJI clone batteries. So expect that, but at least you can get a battery with the Specta Air. So I imagine those are going to be selling quick. When you buy the extra battery, when you figure that in, the price of the extra battery, it's not too far from an Air 3. So thanks for watching. Fly safe, everybody. Practice the golden rule. It's still the best way to go. Treat everybody fair, the way you want to be treated. And I think we'll get along real well. Let's make a U-turn here. Flip it around. See, it's a little stable, moves a little bit, but not too bad. Stay safe out there. Thanks for watching. We'll have some more content out there for you soon. Here we go. Boom.